The English we speak.
From BBC Learning English.
Hello and welcome to the English We Speak with me, Fei.
And me, Rob. Hey, Fei, we've taught a lot of English phrases and idioms over the years, haven't we?
We sure have.
But have we explained one about using our memory?
I can't think of one off the top of my head.
I think you just have. Off the top of my head. Let's use that one.
Okay, Rob. When we say something is off the top of my head, it means we're saying something from memory and without thinking much about it. We're just saying what we think we know.
Yes, it's just about quickly remembering and saying some facts without checking them. And off the top of our heads, we have some examples of this new phrase now, don't we?
We do, Rob, and here they are.
Off the top of my head, I think we've collected about £100 for Jean's leaving present. I haven't written it down, but off the top of my head, we've sold about 1,000 raffle tickets. Off the top of your head, do you know what time the flight from Tokyo arrives?
This is the English We Speak from BBC Learning English. We're looking at the phrase off the top of my head, which means saying something from memory and not checking the facts. And Rob, off the top of your head, do you know exactly how many phrases and idioms we have taught so far?
Off the top of my head, I'd say 707.
No, I'd say it's more like 708.
Is that just off the top of your head?
It is, Rob. But I have a very good head for numbers.
If you say so, Fei. But I'll go and count them, just to be sure. Bye.
Bye.
The English we speak.
From BBC Learning English.
This is the English we speak with me, Jiaying.
And me, Neil. Hey, Jiaying, have you seen what I've bought?
Yes, you've bought a boat and you've been bragging about it on social media.
It's great, isn't it? Now I can have fun on the water and sail the 7 seas. Although there is a problem.
Oh yes, what's that?
It didn't come with any instructions. I don't know how the engine starts, how to drive it, or even launch it into the water.
Oh, Neil, it seems like you're all at sea with your new boat.
I'm nowhere near the sea, or even a river. I haven't launched it yet.
I don't mean you're on the sea now. I mean you're confused. When we say someone is all at sea, we mean they're completely confused or puzzled, not sure what to do. So, Neil, while the origin of this phrase is connected to a ship being lost at sea, it's now used to mean you're just lost or confused. Here are some examples.
People are all at sea with this new one-way system in the city. They're not sure how to get into the centre. I've lost my smartphone and I'm all at sea about how to contact my friends. I'm all at sea with this new rota. I'm not sure what I'm doing today.
This is the English we speak from BBC Learning English. We're talking about the expression to be all at sea, which means to be confused and not sure what to do. And Neil, you're all at sea with your new boat.
I am, but I think I can work it out.
Are you sure? You don't want to get stranded out at sea?
Yeah, it's just like driving a car, isn't it? I'll take it down to the coast and give it a try.
Oh dear. I think instead of being all at sea, Neil's going to be just at sea. Forever. Good luck.
Bye.
Bye.
The English we speak.
From BBC Learning English.
Hello and welcome to the English we speak. I'm Jiaying.
I'm Rob.
Oh dear, Rob. It sounds like you have a cold.
Yes, I have. I feel terrible. Achoo! I don't know if I could present the rest of this programme.
It's only a cold, Rob, but hang in there. I'm sure you can make it to the end.
Hang in there? Hang where? In the cupboard? Do you think I'm infectious?
Probably, But don't go anywhere. I'm giving you words of encouragement. When we tell someone to hang in there, we mean that despite the difficulties, they shouldn't give up. We can also say hang on in there as words of encouragement. So, Rob, here's a tissue. Blow your nose and let's carry on.
Oh, thanks. Now, could I have some examples as well, please?
Okay then.
There are just a few miles to go, so hang in there and you'll complete the race. Studying for your exams is hard, but if you hang in there, you should go smoothly. Hang in there. The doctors are doing their best and you should make a full recovery.
This is the English we speak from BBC Learning English. We're learning about the phrase hang in there, which we can say to someone to encourage them to carry on despite difficulties. So, Rob, are you able to hang in there for just a little bit longer?
I'm trying my best.
Do you need anything to help you get to the end of the program?
Oh, thanks. A nice hot cup of tea would be lovely, thanks.
Okay, Rob. As you're not feeling great. Oh no! Have I caught your cold now?
Oh, hang in there, Jane. You'll be fine.
Thanks for the encouragement.
Now, how about that nice cup of tea?
The English we speak.
From BBC Learning English.
Hello, everyone. This is the English we speak. With me, Fei, and... Oh, no. Rob is late again.
Oh, sorry I'm late. I missed my train. Oh, and I had to wait for the next one.
Are you okay, Rob? You're very breathless.
Well, you would be if you'd run to the station and from the station to the office.
It's not that far, Rob. I think this is a wake-up call.
A wake-up call? No. I set my alarm. I got out of bed. It just seems to take longer to walk to the station these days.
I didn't mean your alarm, Rob. A wake-up call is a warning that you need to change your current situation before it gets any worse.
And what is my current situation?
You're unfit. You need to do some more exercise. Let's hear some examples of a wake-up call, shall we?
Martha's bad test results were a wake-up call for her to work harder before her final exams. The store's poor sales results are a wake-up call for the business to move with the times and sell more fashionable clothes. The recent extreme weather is a wake-up call for us all to do something about climate change.
This is the English we speak from BBC Learning English, and in this program we're learning about the phrase a wake-up call, which means a warning to change your current situation and stop things from getting any worse. It's time to change, like Rob's fitness. So, Rob, how are you going to change your current situation?
Well, that's easy. I'm going to get a later train. More time in bed.
I wouldn't, Rob, otherwise you'll get another wake-up call.
Oh, who from?
The boss. He hates people being late all the time. So if you're not punctual, you might get the sack.
Oh, right. I'm off.
Where are you going?
To do some exercise. Like you said, I need to get fit. Quickly. Bye.
Good luck, Rob.
The English we speak.
From BBC Learning English.
Hello and welcome to the English we speak with me, Jiaying.
And me, Neil. Hey, Jiaying, would you like to play some games online with me?
Sure thing. I'm down for that.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Why are you so sad?
No, Neil, I said I'm down for it, which means I'm happy to do it, or I'm interested in doing it. So, in this case, yes, I'm down for some online gaming.
Ah, got you. You can say up for something or down for something to mean that you want to do it. When up or down are followed by the preposition for, it changes the meaning. I got confused because I'm down can mean that you're sad.
That's right. If you say I'm down, it means sad.
Well, I hope you're going to be nice when we play. I'm not up for losing.
Sorry, Neil, I was born to win. Let's talk more about it after these examples.
I'm up for meeting up later, but it will have to be after work. I have a lot to do today. Steve isn't up for going to that restaurant as he doesn't like spicy food. I think he'd be down for that vegetarian place. I wasn't really down for going to the cinema. I've been isolating at home.
You're listening to the English We Speak from BBC Learning English, and we're talking about the expressions up for something and down for something, which are used to say that someone is interested in doing something.
You can also use I'm game to say the same thing. For example, I'm game for meeting up tonight.
That's right. In fact, I'm down for adding I'm game to my vocabulary.
Very funny, Jiaying. I really enjoy our banter at work. I'm always up for hearing some of your jokes.
And I'm always game for making you laugh.
Well, I think I better start looking for some more prepositions before we overteach up and down.
Good idea. See you next time. Bye, Neil.
Goodbye.
The English we speak.
From BBC Learning English.
Hello and welcome to the English We Speak from BBC Learning English. I'm Jiaying.
And I'm Neil.
Thanks for wearing a hat today, Neil. It'll be great for demonstrating our piece of authentic English today.
Well, wearing a hat is very useful. It makes you taller and smarter. The bigger the hat, the bigger the brains, apparently.
Excellent. You have demonstrated our phrase very well.
Remind me what it is?
To talk through your hat. It means to talk a lot about something you don't really understand. I could say, you're just talking rubbish.
Maybe I should just wear a different hat.
No, Neil. Just listen to these examples and you'll understand.
I don't believe Roy's story about climbing Mount Everest. He's talking through his hat. The weatherman's promise of a heatwave didn't come true. I think he was talking through his hat. You're talking through your hat when you say our exams have been postponed.
This is the English We Speak from BBC Learning English. Our phrase today is to talk through your hat, which means to talk a lot about something you don't really understand. And Neil, you've been talking through your hat.
Okay, but I'm sure wearing a hat is good for you.
I know a hat keeps your head warm.
Yes, that's it. They're also good for keeping your biscuits, but keep that under your hat.
Very good, Neil. To keep something under your hat means to keep something a secret. Well, your secret is out now, but let's go before you talk any more rubbish about hats.
Okay, goodbye.
Bye.
The English we speak.
From BBC Learning English.
Hello and welcome to the English We Speak. With me, Fei Fei.
And me, Roy.
We may sound a little different. That's because we're not able to record in our normal studios during the coronavirus outbreak. In this program, we have an expression that means you enjoy something more than anything else you do. Roy, you love video games, don't you?
Yes, I love them. I play them all the time.
I know. You live for video games.
No, I'm an English teacher. Teaching English is my job. I don't play video games for a living.
Roy, I said live for video games, which means you enjoy them more than anything else. Some people live for art or they live for sports.
Got you. I understand. And what do you live for, Feifei?
I live for music. That's why I always listen to my MP3 player when you're speaking. Now, let's have a look at these examples.
Martin loves art so much. He lives for painting. Have you seen his new collection? Cassandra adores doing sports. She lives for football. Denzel loves playing and looking after his kids.
He lives for his children. He's an amazing stay-at-home dad.
This is the English we speak from BBC Learning English, and we're talking about the expression to live for something, which means you really enjoy something. A lot of people also use it to say how excited they are for a specific event.
Yes, for example, you might say, I'm living for the weekend, or I'm living for a party.
Oh, did Neil invite you to his party? I'm living for it.
I thought we couldn't have parties. We all have to stay at home at the moment.
Don't be silly, Roy. It's a virtual party. All the cool people are doing it. Maybe that's why you didn't get invited. I'll let you come to the virtual party as long as you don't do anything silly like last time.
That wasn't my fault. I misunderstood the invite. I thought it was a fancy dress party.
It was Piot's wedding. You came dressed like Frankenstein's monster.
Oh, well, at least I looked cool. Some people said I was more interesting to look at than the bride.
You looked ridiculous. No wonder people couldn't stop staring at you.
Well, I am living for our chat on Friday at the virtual party, Feifei.
Well, I might not hear you speaking because I'll be listening to my MP3 player. Bye, Roy.
Bye.
The English we speak.
From BBC Learning English.
Hello, I'm Jiaying. This is the English we speak.
And hello, I'm Rob. I'm so exhausted today. I feel like I could fall asleep right now.
Tell me about it.
Well, I kind of just did. You see, I've been watching a TV series, and last night I watched it for so long that I didn't get much sleep, and now I feel really tired.
No, Rob, I said tell me about it. But I didn't want to hear more about why you were tired. Tell me about it is a fixed expression we use to mean we agree with something that someone has just said, or to say you've had a similar experience. It can also be used to acknowledge a shared feeling or opinion about something. So in this case, I meant to say that I'm also tired.
Right, so when you said, tell me about it, you didn't want me to tell you about it. You were saying you felt the same. That's a bit strange, isn't it?
Well, Rob, language can be a bit strange at times, especially with fixed expressions.
Tell me about it. Right, we can talk more about this after these examples.
When I told my boss I was working too much, she just said, tell me about it. You're not happy with the new trilogy of films? Tell me about it. Tell me about it. I know exactly what you mean when you said the cricket team wasn't performing.
This is the English we speak from BBC Learning English. We're talking about the expression, tell me about it. We use it to say we agree with exactly what another person has said, to say we've had a similar experience, or that we have the same opinion or feeling about something.
Yes. So, seeing as I'm feeling really tired, I think I might apply for a holiday. I need a nice break to help me relax.
Tell me about it. I think I'd go for a week to a spa, turn off my phone and just disconnect from everything. What would you do?
Well, you know I mentioned that TV series that I just can't stop watching.
The one you watched for so long last night that caused you to be tired today?
Yes. Well, I think I'd like to spend 1 week watching all of the episodes and not go to bed once.
But Rob, if you do that, you'll be even more tired than you are now.
Tell me about it. The thing is, I just can't stop watching it. It's brilliant.
Oh well. Good luck with your holiday. Bye.
Bye.
The English we speak.
From the BBC.